What happens when an omnipotent god fights a machine built to defeat omnipotent gods? Today we're breaking down one of the most insane matchups in comic history: Cosmic Armor Superman versus the Pre-Retcon Beyonder. This isn't just multiversal. This isn't just omniversal. This is a battle of raw power versus narrative supremacy. Stay until the end, because the winner might not be who you think. If we're talking Cosmic Armor Superman, Thought Robot, versus Pre-Retcon Beyonder, this is one of those matchups where you have to look at what they actually represent, not just raw feats. Let's break it down properly. Let's start with Beyonder. The 1984 Secret Wars Beyonder wasn't just strong. He was described as being millions of times more powerful than the entire Marvel multiverse combined. Let that sink in. Not one universe, not a multiverse, the entire cosmology combined. And he was beyond it. He came from the Beyond realm, a reality outside Marvel's structure of space, time, dimensions, and cosmic hierarchies. This means eternity below him, infinity below him, death below him, the living tribunal arguably below him, the multiverse itself infinitesimal compared to him. He didn't struggle against cosmic abstracts. He embarrassed them. At one point, he casually erased and restored existence, not as a flex. Out of curiosity, he wasn't bound by physics. He wasn't bound by dimensionality. He wasn't even bound by narrative logic inside Marvel. He was written as a being asking, what is desire? That's how far beyond everything he was. He was effectively portrayed as omnipotent. And that's important, because if you take the statements literally, there was nothing in Marvel that could oppose him. Nothing. Cosmic Armor Superman, the Thought Robot. Now let's shift to DC. Cosmic Armor Superman, also known as the Thought Robot, appears in Final Crisis, Superman Beyond. But this isn't just a powerful form. This is a conceptual weapon. He was created by the Monitors, beings who exist beyond the DC multiverse, as a defense mechanism. Not to punch harder, but to defend the story itself. And this is where things escalate. The Thought Robot exists on a metafictional level. He fought Mandrak, a being feeding on the narrative structure of DC. Mandrak wasn't trying to destroy planets. He was attacking the foundation of existence as a story, and Cosmic Armor Superman adapted. Instantly, he grows stronger in response to threats. He adjusts automatically to overcome opposition. He is powered by the archetype of Superman, and DC makes this clear. He represents the idea that Superman always wins. He is literally the embodiment of narrative inevitability. He doesn't just scale to multiversal threats. He scales to the level required to defeat whatever threatens the plot. And that's terrifying in a cross-verse debate. Pre-Retcon Beyonder equals absurd cosmological dominance. Cosmic Armor Superman equals narrative adaptation beyond cosmology. Pre-Retcon Beyonder has direct statements claiming he surpasses the Marvel multiverse by millions of times. Cosmic Armor Superman does not have a direct millions of multiverses statement. Pre-Retcon Beyonder existed outside the Marvel multiverse. Cosmic Armor Superman exists outside the DC multiverse. But here's the difference. Cosmic Armor doesn't just exist outside dimensional structure. He operates at a metafictional layer. He perceives the multiverse as narrative. That may place him one conceptual layer higher. If Beyonder attacks with infinite power, Cosmic Armor adapts. If Beyonder rewrites reality, Cosmic Armor adjusts. If Beyonder erases existence, the Thought Robot exists to counter threats to existence. His entire function is reactive evolution, but if we're judging strictly by in-universe statements of power, Pre-Retcon Beyonder is one of the most absurdly powerful beings ever written. But in a cross-fiction scenario, Cosmic Armor Superman may likely wins. Because he's not just strong, he's a mechanism designed to overcome ultimate threats. He doesn't need to start stronger. He just needs to adapt. And adaptation against infinite power is still adaptation.